girl. Hey, I hope you're doing well today. So my name is Mallory. If this is your first time here, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling really good these days. Really inspired. Child, just trying to get a grip on things, trying to live, trying to make it. So yeah, we are in the bathroom and I got the bonnet on. I hadn't too long awoke from a nap, and I really need to do some skincare. My skin has I don't know, it's been peeling a lot. It's just like, girl, and I know it's because of me. I know it's because I have not been treating my skin like I love it. So we're gonna do a little skincare and have a little chit chat. So I have been feeling so incredibly inspired, and after I've been feeling inspired after feeling uninspired, and I just feel like now I just got some clarity, and I go through these moments where I'm feeling this way, but I feel like I'm being spoken to. There are messages being sent, and I'm receiving the downloads, and I just really feel like I'm in a better mental space about the things that I want to do and the things that I want to achieve, and really trying to intentionally ground myself and realize where I am and how far I've come, and to rest in that, and also think about where I want to go from here. Drinking on me some lemonade. Do a little bit of hair removal. I'm just cleaning up my brows here, removing like any new growth. I have very thick eyebrows. I owe that to, I want to say, my papa, honestly. But I feel like I got a mixture of my mom's and dad's brows, because they grow, but they grow straight across mostly, which is mostly how my dad's brows grew, and so I like to shape them. So I'm just maintaining the shape, removing just the excess. I don't know if you guys can see, maybe I can zoom up some. Yeah, so I'm just kind of brushing them up softly and getting the long hairs, cutting those. Like I said, I just want to clean it up some. I really should be holding my skin taut, but yeah, ever since I started having children, y'all, the hairs have been there. But I am 39 years old, and there will be no more children. I couldn't even if I tried. This Peach and Lily collagen mask is called the Glass Skin Ginseng Collagen Mask. It's supposed to illuminate, refine pores, firm, hydrate, and nourish. So definitely a multi-use mask. So it says cleanse the face and apply toner or essence. My face has already been cleansed. I've taken a lot of my skincare and put it in my closet right here, because it was just crowding my vanity, and my vanity is still quite crowded. And so some of my products are in there, so I'm not gonna go in there. But I am gonna use this Dickinson's Pore Perfecting Toner and put that on my face before I do this. Anywho, I've been working. That's what I have been up to. I've been making plans for renovations in the house. I had been saying that at the beginning of the year, the first renovation that we were going to complete was our gym. And I started, obviously, a couple years ago, you know, trying to figure out what I want in a space. And for a while there, it was just the gym equipment that was in there. And so over a year ago now, we started kind of moving the stuff around and all that. And we got the flooring replaced and all that. So anyway, had planned on starting the gym and getting the coloring in there and, you know, just defining the space. And y'all, I was so excited at the beginning of the year to start with the gym, only to lose my hearing and everything. And that just really put a fork in everything. Where did this go? I did this before. I think this gotta go on the mouth. You better not. We started the paint. We purchased the TV. I started doing 3D renderings. Oh, I cut it a little bit. I started doing 3D renderings of the room, which are gorgeous. And it was really such a treat to see. And I'll show you guys on my phone what it looks like, but you better not move. And we started the process. And if you guys have not done 3D renderings of rooms, I highly implore you to do so. Because y'all, it has changed the way I do things. I have been doing 3D renderings for years. This is, And because I used to use the 3D room planner or room styler, and that's what I used to redo my office at my old house. And so, I mean, in the world of AI, I feel like that's been done right. This part, when you can do 3D renderings of a room, and you can just, the one that I use, you can actually type out your narrative, type out your vision, and, you know, use descriptive words and things like that, and it will convert your words into your space. And you take a picture too, and you tell it, you know, how you want your space to look, or what you want in the space, the wall colors, the light fixtures, the rugs, even down to the faucets, even down to decor. And so I did that, and y'all, I love the rendering. Now I will say my gym rendering is my least favorite of all my renderings, because I haven't quite got it to look like what's in my vision, but it allowed me to see what my vision overall, you know, would look like, a good idea of what it would look like. So I'm very satisfied. But my other renderings, y'all, of like the ensuite and the office, which my husband is very excited to get started on, those are amazing. So, and it's like I said, it's just really rewarding because it didn't do it for me. I just simply wrote a narrative of what I wanted my space to look like. And so in the era of me choosing me and what I desire and what I like, and not just what's trendy, I'm really embracing my love for blacks and browns and beiges. Because I really love gray. I love a light and airy space, but there's a part of me now that is loving more moody spaces. And I just love that for me, because I'm embracing the woman that I am today, and I'm just loving it. Because I feel so much more grounded in my space. And that's what I need to continue to be high achieving. So, ooh. Don't you get in that eye. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get this situated, y'all, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. There we go. I got this space right here though. And this thing cuts easy. I don't put holes in it. Yeah, so anyway, that is what happened. And so when I lost my hearing and stuff, the plans just went by. The plans just went by. Not so much the plan, but the execution just went by. So now that I'm feeling much better, my hearing is back. I have an amazing world-renowned specialist that's gonna be looking at my health care. I am super excited to go ahead and get started. And this is a great month because this is the month that I actually do see the specialist. Anywho, in that room, oh child, I've been like, okay, this is the week I'm gonna paint. This is the week I'm gonna finish painting. This is the week. No. So I don't know if this is the week that I'm going to, but we are ready to get the process back moving with all of our renovations. We kind of stopped everything toward the end of the year. I kind of beefed up the painting of the walls and stuff like that, because once we got the flooring down, I didn't want to do a ton of painting because I didn't want to do all the covering and all this stuff. That's one thing I love about painting on the carpet that I knew I wasn't going to keep. I didn't have to I didn't use drop cloths or nothing like that. So that was great. So, what does that mean right there? I don't know. So, anywho, and now that the flooring is done and it's just looking so good, I'm ready to start adding the accessories. It's still going to be quite a few things that are going to be painted. So of course I'm going to have to protect the floors, but you know, these masks ain't meant for you to be running your mouth. They ain't meant for you to be running your mouth, y'all. So excuse me, I'm going to have to come back after this. All right, y'all, so it's been 30 minutes. Let me tell y'all, I did not fully read this the first time I did this. I had just did the 30 minutes last time, I think. It says you can use this 3 ways. You can leave it on for 30 minutes to treat the skin, leave it on for 3 hours, or until the mask becomes clear for a full power treatment, or you can leave it on overnight for next day glass skin. I'm not ready for the overnight thing, but 30 minutes, she can do right now. And it's pretty, like a lot of the essence I can feel has soaked into my skin. So we're just gonna take that off, baby. You can kind of see a lot of the essence on the top. And I'm just gonna rub that in. I think you're supposed to do that. My other ones say do that. Yeah. Pro tip, use the eye and mouth cutouts to cover smaller targeted areas on the face. I should have done that. Like in this area, because I got a big face. Yeah, she'll do that next time. I think next time I might do the overnight thing. I just don't do a lot of like treatments like that would be overnight because my husband likes to kiss my face. and honestly, I'm sure it'll do some good, but I don't feel like I have to do that. But yeah, that's one of the reasons. And to be honest, overnight skincare like that, like a face mask, getting kissed on the face by my husband. I was talking to you guys about the gym. That feels so good. I gotta stop touching my face though. So the gym. So like I said, we started on the gym or whatever and really kind of stopped all renovations, and we went through the holidays, you know, not really worrying about it and just really enjoying finally having a flooring done in that area. And it's just been beautiful. And then I discovered that I have, I don't know, a fear of going into what I'm calling my luxe room. I don't know if it's gonna stay that way, but a fear. It's really weird. I started going in there and putting clothes into my island vanity or closet vanity, and then slowly just stopped going in there as much. So I'm like, why am I not going in here? I'm intimidated by my own space. It is the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest thing. My goal is to start going into my space more, experiencing my space more, feeling ownership of my space and really experiencing it. And going into those spaces more, I feel like it's important to feel true ownership of your home. And my husband and I, we were out on the balcony, and I was telling him, I was like, I have so many ideas of the things I want to do in this home. And there's a lot of places that I don't go as often. And the more I do go into those places that I don't go as often, I feel more connected to my home. I feel more grounded. And it's important for me because a lot of times I felt like I'm not really that grounded in my home. So this renovation and going into these spaces and, you know, these things are important for me to feel grounded into, for my home, you know, for my house to feel like a home, for it to be mine. You know, our last home that we built, we were in there 14 years. And so that felt like home, you know, that was the status quo of every day. We knew what it was. We was in rooms, you know, so I want that to be here, you know. So this is my dream home, my second dream home, but this is my dream home. And I want to make sure that I feel like it is my home, because it is. And I got to do that by going into the spaces and making the spaces feel like home, which is one of the reasons why I'm embracing more of the color palette and the moods and things that I feel as who I am today. Because the woman that wanted that stuff that was at my other house, she's different now. So that's where I am now with my gym. I think I'm gonna start this week, probably in the morning. I'm gonna start, and what I have to do is complete the paint. So in the gym, there are the cut-ins that need to be done. And then after that, I can start adding the wall stuff that I'm gonna put in there. And first of all, I wanna show you guys my AI rendering. But before I do that, I'm gonna put on some of this lotion. I have been loving this moisturizer, you guys. I'm a huge Tatcha fan. This right here is the Tatcha Dewy Milk Moisturizer. And I just love it. And oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's like a thinner version of my favorite moisturizer of all time, which is their Dewy Skin Moisturizer. And this is such a good moisturizer. I love it. It's so good. It is so good. It like I said, it is lighter. It does the job for me completely. And I love the lighter feel, but child, I'm gonna forever be buying this now, the Moisture Milk, as well as keeping my Dewy Skin Cream in rotation. I just love it. So anyway, I just put that on, and that's pretty much the gist of what I'm gonna do to my face right now. I just wanted that good treatment in. I'm gonna let that soak in really good, and probably before I go to bed, I'm not entirely sure, but I might do the Indigo Overnight Repair before I lay it down for the night. And a little bit of a lip mask right now. This is the Laneige lip mask. This one is Sweet Candy. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. Like to get that in there. Oh, that feels so good. Yep. I've been using Sweet Candy more than my other ones, I guess because it's on the top. But I really do like this one too, This one is peach iced tea. I be wanting to eat these, but you know, they ain't really got no flavor. But the peach iced tea smells so good. So pretty much done with my face. And then I'm gonna put on this perfume, y'all. I put it on when I took a shower today, but this is tobacco honey. You guys, if you do not have tobacco honey from your line, oh my goodness, you gotta get it, you gotta get it, you gotta get it. It smells so good. It smells so good. This was a complete blind buy for me. I had never smelled it before, but I know what I like. I'm really good at blind buying, and it's so good. I did like a little reel on it or YouTube shorts on it. I love this scent. I love this scent. It smells so good. And when I got this, I want to say Guerlain sent me like a free candle, I want to say, with it. I haven't even used it yet, but it's a nice smelling candle. But this smells so good. Y'all, I can drink this stuff. It smells so good. If you're like into more masculine, mysterious scents, like I am, you'll love tobacco honey. It smells so good. I think a man could wear it, but it's for me. It's for me. And let me show you a picture of the gem, my AI rendering. It is a mock-up of what I envisioned my gym space to look like. So my goal for the home, for our home, is for every room, I want it to feel like a different space with a good flow, and you feel wonderful entering it, staying in it for an extended period of time, and you just feel nice. I still want it to feel airy and fresh, but I also am embracing kind of like that moodiness. And the beautiful thing about my home is tons of natural light. So I can actually play around with darker shades without it being really, really dark. And I love that. I love that. I really couldn't do a lot of dark shades in my old home because the way that the house was situated, the way that the sun rose and set, it was really some rooms, and then of course the windows weren't as big as the windows here, so it didn't give me a lot of leeway in terms of getting darker shades into the home. However, some people go for that, but I would not have been happy because I need that balance, and here I get to have that balance. And I'm so glad that I realized it and embracing it, because I love the renderings that I'm coming up with what's in my soul. So anyway, the AI rendering of the gym, let me show you guys. I do so many renderings. I do so many, and this kind of tells you how far back I've been doing the renderings, because child, look at it. I have a privacy screen, so it probably looks dark. So let me show you. I even have like AI renderings of my beauty room or my luxe room, and but I didn't do these as a narrative. It did it for me, and it's not really me. But this was back in, I hate going to them because they put you all the way back at the beginning when you do that, and that is so annoying. That was back in November of 25. Let's see. I feel like it was earlier than that. Okay, so the gym redesign was 11/2/25. Okay, so let me show you some of the renderings, but I also want to show you the one that's basically, okay, so you can actually see my narrative down there, but you can kind of see. So my gym is not that dark. It made that color on its own. I knew I wanted 3 mirrors. I knew I wanted 3 mirrors in the back of the gym, and I knew I wanted wood paneling on both sides of the door, and I knew I wanted LED lighting at the top. Now this is the way that my gym really looks. The flooring that's down there, that flooring is real. And then the mirrors are real. I just made the system wall mount them. My mirrors are actually lighted and they are gold trim, but in this particular rendering, they didn't put the lights on it. And that fan up there is my actual fan. So you take a picture of the space and you tell it what to change. And for some of you, this isn't new. But maybe I'm talking to somebody out there where it's totally new. I've been telling coworkers and everything to do this for your space because it has made things so easy for me. I have been touting a room styler for years, and I love it. But I'm enjoying this because it's a bit quicker. I can save on time by just writing in and talking in the phone as to what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, and it's coming up great. So that door that's right there, that's the real door. I hope this isn't coming up as blurry. That's the real door. It actually looks like that. It didn't change it. I don't think I even wrote a narrative on the door, but my original plan, like I said, was to have the 2 wood panelings right there. And so my narrative, I don't know if I can click my narrative. No, I can't click my narrative. But as you can see, it says custom prompt design. And dang, I hate that it goes all the way back up. That is so annoying. So you can see some of the narrative right here. You can see the date 11/2/25, and you can see some of my narrative. It says custom upscale gym with wooden slats beside the door, black industrial shelving on the left and right side, blah, 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 blah. And this was my favorite rendering. The one that I just showed you guys, my favorite rendering because it's so close to what I'm looking for. Like I said, it's just the color isn't right. But they had another one where the wooden slats go all the way to the wall, and I really like that rendering too. And it even took my little, what you call that ball? Pilates ball? I don't know, but that's my ball. But the treadmill, that's not mine. They added that. But even down to the shelving, y'all, I told them to do black industrial shelving, black and wood. And I told them to put towels. I told them to put water. I told them to put kettlebells because that's exactly what I plan on doing with the shelving. So it did that for me. It even took some of the wall color and did more of a more realistic because of the wall color. And they did the paneling over here, and they put the strobe lighting up there that I wanted, but they didn't put the crown molding that I asked for, and they didn't do the black trim. So you just gotta keep working with it until you can get what you're looking for. Here's another rendering. And see, in this rendering, there's actually leftover flooring in the middle of the floor, and that's real. They just didn't take it out of this. So I'm getting the gym, I'm using these AI apps to get my space to look exactly what I'm envisioning. And it's so rewarding because you can see what you want, and then you know better how to execute it. And I just love that for us. So it is wonderful. So I even did one that I did a custom one for my luxe room, and it came up so good, y'all. So good. I just love it. I just love it. I don't think that's how it's going to wind up looking exactly in the end, but that is very close. That is very close. This one is actually very close too. So you guys can see, you know, what's in my head about what I plan on doing for my luxe room. And then I did a couple renderings of our wash area and stuff like that. So just working with it, you guys. I love this. Like I said, I've been working on this for a while. And then I'm going to show you one from 2/20 of this year. So because you guys know, do you know? I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but I have this hutch that I bought for the gym, and it's gonna have a little small fridge up there. And because I was gonna buy a bigger mini fridge with a glass door and everything and put it in there, that was in my original plan back when we moved into the home. The problem was that after I started getting stuff, you know, in there and thinking about how I wanted it, I was like, why would I put a whole fridge in there, a fridge of that size? Because that's what I love about these 3D room plannings and planning and taking your time, because you realize that some of the things that you're thinking of is a little superfluous. So like, for instance, the area that the gym is in is kind of like an entertainment, business, laid back area, right? And so off the gym is the movie theater. Off the movie theater is the game room. So it's gonna be a fridge in there. So I know that you don't want to come out of the gym to go to the fridge. I know that. So what I have thought to do, why spend that extra money to get a bigger fridge when it's probably going to be 1 to 2 people in the gym at a time? Use a smaller fridge that you already have and then invest in a bigger fridge for the game room or the theater. So that's what I decided to do. We already had 2 mini fridges. And so we put the mini fridge in the gym, and the mini fridge can hold, I want to say 8 cans and a couple of bottles. That's all we need, really. That's really all we need, because like I said, 1 or 2 people in the gym at the time. Like it might be me by myself, my husband by myself, me and my husband. You know, the kids don't really go in there like that. So I don't need a huge, it don't make sense. And then that will actually save me space. So anyway, I bought this hutch. Back to the hutch. I bought this hutch from Wayfair. I have been searching for a hutch is really a kitchen pantry. I needed to have a top with cabinets and a bottom with cabinets and drawers, because I wanted to be able to hold like extra exercise equipment. I wanted it to hold the fridge. I wanted it to hold, you know, extra like electrolyte stuff. I want to put protein shakes in there. I wanted to put protein bars and stuff like that. Everything that's health related, health conscious, that will be in a gym. And so I wanted to do that. So that's what that area is for. So I put that in there. So you will see the orientation from, I hope you guys don't mind me talking about all this stuff. This is a very chatty video. The way that this orientation is, matter of fact, y'all, hold on. So the way that the orientation is for this particular photo is you're standing in the back of the gym and you're looking forward. So this is the orientation. This is what you would see if you were on the treadmill or the elliptical. Okay, you'll come in the room, you'll close the door, and this is what you'll see. And so when the door is open, you actually won't see this hutch. You actually won't see it. And that's what I wanted. So we've already mounted that TV. That's real. The hutch is real. And so I added this, whenever I did this rendering, I added this because I had an amazing idea. Not gonna talk about it right now, but I just loved that idea. I don't even know if you can see what it is in the video. If you do, then you kind of know what the idea was. But I just really, really wanted that, and it placed it in a place that I didn't want it. So I was kind of unhappy with this rendering, y'all, because I was like, this looks so weird. It just don't look like what I want it to look like. But I'm going to keep the faith, and I'm going to keep working on it. So the trim up here with the lighting, that's not real. We haven't put that trim in there. And the reason why is because I haven't gotten that lighting installed yet, but that has been a plan, A1, from day one. And I'm going to show you why that's been a plan. So like I said, the goal is to have a place where you come into and you love where you are. That's why I'm putting a lot of energy to my entire home, but special energy into spaces that you typically want to hesitate going into. One of those places is the gym. The other place is the laundry room. And so I want to make those places a luxury to go into, so it makes something that's typically undesirable desirable. Just a brain hack there. And so, and I do that with a lot of things in my life. It's something that my mom taught me as a little girl. You know, you take something that you dread and you make it something that's fun. You know, you clean up, you put on your music, you dance, you know, and it's just been a life hack. And she's taught me that as a little girl. So I'm loving that for me. Thanks, Mom. And so, yeah, so this space, y'all, I'm just really excited about it because my vision is coming to life. You know, I wanted that TV in the corner, and my husband helped me pick out the kind of TV and the size. I didn't want a huge TV because even though the space is a nice size space, I felt like 55 was a little too big for the space. And if I had done a 55, I would have put it on this wall, but I wanted to reserve that wall for the things I wanted to do for like shelving and stuff. And I just really, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really wanted a corner TV. I wanted a corner TV because I don't know, I like when you go into a gym and I see a TV in a corner. I don't know. So anyway, we bought the TV last year and we went on and mounted it in the corner together, my husband and I, and it's up there and I love it. It's voice activated. You can do everything voice, and I just love that. And the whole reason why I wanted the gym to have a TV is because I wanted to be able to watch something on TV that wasn't on a smaller screen. Because right now we don't have exercise equipment with big screens. So I wanted to have that even if I did have exercise equipment with a big screen. And I wanted to be able to not only do exercises on the machines, but to do aerobics, Zumba, stuff like that. And you need a TV because who's doing that while they're looking at a phone, you know? So that's why I wanted a TV. And y'all, I've been loving it. I've been loving it. So anywho, we just finished doing skincare. I'm going to go down here and show you guys in person what it looks like. And then we're going to end off this video. I just wanted to pop in and just kind of talk to you guys about where I've been, what I'm doing, just working and relaxing and trying to get, you know, my life together. I'm ready to get back in the groove of things. I've been creating routines that have been really helpful for me. So I'm just really in a very inspired place right now. So we're going to go into the gym and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So we down here. So like I was telling you guys will get a good feel of the area. We are in the theater, and as I've said before, the theater leads into the gym. Like I said, the more I vlog, you guys will kind of get the hang of what's going on. Echo, turn on the gym light. So we are in here and you can see and the TV. I'm gonna turn my camera around so you guys can see. I think, how do you turn it around? There's a way to do this. There we go. So in the gym, we're in here. I'm gonna close the door so you guys can see the hutch. It's definitely in the style that I wanted. It is absolutely beautiful. It's that black and gold that I'm just really in love with. And this is the fridge, and it's not plugged up so you won't see any of the light, but this is the fridge. Like I said, it's little. It is a mini fridge, and so it holds I want to say 4 drinks, and there's actually a shelf you can put in here. I got to get the shelf though, and you can actually put 4 more cans at the top. And I'm just gonna have to think about how we're gonna do it, because I don't foresee cans in here. I actually foresee bottles. And even if we did just 4 bottles of some type of hydration, that is fine for us, because the concept would be if you take one, add one. And so there's always be stocked. And then you have these 3 drawers right here, which I'm loving. And then the 2 cabinets. My husband put this together while I was at work, and I love that. And it also has this little area up here that you can put stuff, which will more than likely, I believe, will be some kind of decor. I don't know yet. If I do that, I might see if I can get this a bit more sturdy. It's not rockable. It's not rockable, but I just want to make sure that if I put something up there, it doesn't fall over. But anyway, as you can see up here, y'all, it's gonna take a while to get used to this camera. So up here, there is trimming that has not been cut in. So, and then the walls need another coat of paint. So you can kind of see like where the paint needs to be. And so that's the TV. This is I want to say is a 43-inch TV. It is a nice size TV. Actually, I believe it's perfect for this room. It's a TCL Fire TV. We were in between a Fire TV and a Google TV because we wanted the voice thing. We wanted a smart device. Everything in here we want to be super smart and easy to use. And so That's the reason why we chose this. So you can tell it ain't been turned on in a while, child. It's probably doing an update. So in the meantime, let's look at the mirrors. So we got 3 mirrors back here, and they actually turn on. And you can dim them as well. I just love that. I just love it. It looks so good. I just love the way it looks. This whole area is going to be bomb. It's coming together perfectly. And so this is the TV, you guys. Right now we are standing on the treadmill in the back of the gym. So you can kind of, this is what it looks like from this area. So this is what it looks like. And like I said, I really want to work on how this looks because I want, like I said, I want the space to feel the way it's envisioned. So there's a couple things I need to add to make it feel the way I need for it to feel. And one of them is molding. I think that's really going to bring it together. But anyway, that's what the TV looks like. I feel like that's big. I can see it great. I don't strain. I don't have to do anything. It's perfect. I can see everything. And it is just phenomenal for this room. It is 4K UHD if you care about that kind of thing. Really, really nice picture quality. I have access to everything that I like to watch, everything that we have hooked up, all of that. And so it just looks phenomenal in this room with this gorgeous light fixture. And over here is where you guys saw the paneling. So I'm gonna turn the TV off. Echo, turn off the gym TV. Let me see if this will work because over here, this is the weird shaped door. So you can see that the door is kind of pushed out. And of course, we're going to get this ugly door replaced. And my goal is to get a door that also keeps the window here because the natural light is so important for this room. It's the actually only natural light right here. And so we're going to keep that, something that keeps, you know, natural light coming in here. But I wanted to put the wood paneling here and kind of have it wrapping around. But lately I've been thinking about putting it on this wall. So I don't know. They even make a wood paneling that you can actually install lighting down the ridges. And I'm thinking about that. So I'm going to be playing with some renderings, playing with some AI and just kind of see, because I don't want that area to be too busy. You already got these 3 big mirrors that's going to be wall mounted. I want to say these are 70 inches tall. They don't look as tall because they're on the stand, so they're slanted, but they're like 70 inches tall. They're like 30 something inches wide, I think. And they're going to go wall mounted on the wall. And then of course, if I did the wall paneling with the lights, I just don't know if it's going to be too much, and maybe I should bring out some of the decor right here. And I'm really loving that. So I think I might wind up doing that. The only thing that's making me nervous is if I put the wall paneling here halfway, and I put the shelving here that I want to put, which I'm still thinking about the shelving because of the TV. I don't know how half paneling through the shelving is going to look. So that's my dilemma. So the only how I can really know is if I do an AI rendering and just kind of see. I know what I want. I just need to make sure that I execute it in a way that when I see it in person, I'm still going to love it. And that is just what I'm thinking about. It looks great on the rendering, but I'm not entirely sure. What I might have to do is make this entire wall right here the wood paneling, which means it'll go behind the TV, halfway behind the TV, all the way over to that corner back here, all the way back to this corner behind the elliptical. And I can put the shelving in and look better. So I'm just thinking about all of that. And then I also have to make sure I do a shelving that is not that deep. Because if you look right here where the elliptical is, if you come over, you got plenty, can you guys see? You got plenty of space between the elliptical and the wall. A lot of this equipment I don't think we're going to keep in the long run, but I want to make sure that I'm not crowding the space. But I really, in my vision, the way I see my gym, the way I've seen it since I first knew I wanted this to be a gym, and it's when we first toured this home. I knew this room would be the gym, or what's now the game room would be the gym. I envisioned some shelving here that has the gym towels for sweat, extra water bottles, and kettlebells. I just gotta have that somehow. Even if I wind up having to put the shelving on this wall and just moving my treadmill over or something, I'm gonna have that. I got to. It is just in my head. It's gonna happen. So anyway, that's the gym, you guys. Echo, turn off the gym light. I just love this. I just love it. I just love it. I love that. I love that. Some people, you know, they may think that's extra, that's stupid, but I love it. It's my home. I love it. So I'm gonna do it, you know. So with that being said, you guys, that is pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Just wanted to kind of touch base with you and, you know, talk about some of the things that my goals are and the things that I want to do. And, you know, just in the journey of finding out who I am as I go into my 40s and in this new era of my life of purchasing a second home and purchasing a house of this size and this magnitude, and really just sitting in the fact of this achievement and continuing to make and meet goals. And so I'm just trying to come into me, you know what I'm saying? And my family, and getting them where they need to be. And, you know, my husband and I, we're really trying to do this thing. So anyway, we're in the Lux room. I love this room. I'm trying not to be afraid of this room. I have so many ideas for this space, so many ideas for content, and I can't wait to do it, but I have to get over the fear of being in here. And I have to, you know, embrace that this is my space. I earned this, I worked for this, and it's my space, it's my dream, and I made it come true, and I'm so happy. I love it. And so I need to be in here more. So if that means coming in here, getting a chair and sitting down and just touching things and visualizing things and manifesting things, and that's what I'm going to do. That's the only how I'm going to take full energy and ownership of my home and everything that I've earned, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to end this vlog here. And if I don't inspire you today with anything else, I want to say, take the time to know that you won. Take the time to sit down and say, look how far you've come. You are living in your purpose. You can continue to explore what your continued purpose is. You don't have to stay where you are. And your achievements are yours. Be happy. Take a moment to take stock of your life, how far you've come. Practice that gratitude, ground yourself, plan for the next come up, plan for the next glow up, and move forward. This weekend has really taught me a lot. These past few weekends and weeks, I've met amazing people and have received messages and felt energies, and I'm at a point where I'm listening, and I'm just trying to become the best version of me. And so I'm really happy, and I can actually feel happiness and joy in what I have achieved, and I'm finally realizing it. So I'm happy to be here, you guys, and I hope to inspire you. And like I said, if I don't leave you with anything, I hope that I inspire you to follow your dreams and to just be happy that you've made it, and just realize when you're sitting in what you prayed for. And sometimes you keep moving forward, you keep working and moving, and you don't even realize, oh my goodness, I'm living in my prayer. So anyway, with that being said, I will talk to you guys soon.